and welcome to episode number 14 of the Top 5 Scope. Joel Com here in a vehicle, but not just any vehicle, it's Ellen's vehicle. Ellen, say hi.
Hi.
There she is. Ellen is our Uber driver today. I'm here with Zach, my son. Say hi.
Hello.
And we are on our way back from Denver International Airport to home after 4 nights in Anaheim, California, where Zach, myself, and my daughter Jenna enjoyed BlizzCon 2015. You'll reference a previous episode of the Top 5 Scope. Ow. That hurt. So it's time to get started again, and as I'm in the back seat of an Uber, being that Top 5 Scope is really organic, I thought, I love Uber for so many reasons. Of course, some of you know that I drove for Uber for a week, and there's a video up on my website and on Facebook that you can find. Just search for my name and Uber driver, and you'll see what we put together. But today's Top 5 Scope is all about the top 5 reasons that I love Uber. So let's start with the number 1 reason. Car on demand. I remember the old days when you had to go to, you'd call for a car from your home or something, on your landline, and you'd schedule it, and, a taxi driver who couldn't care less came and picked you up eventually. I love that I can bring out my phone. I called for the Uber today, and within 30 seconds of calling for the phone, Ellen called me, and then I called her, or somebody called somebody, and the car was there, waiting for me by the moment I stepped outside. It was great. So cars on demand make me so happy. That's number 1. Number 2 is the price. The rates are still better than taxi service, and I know because occasionally I'm forced to take a taxi. And I say usually better because there are times when there's high demand and the rates are multiplied. I have seen it be ridiculous. One time I saw a 3.9 multiple. I think it was after a game, an athletic event, and that was kind of, but it's supply and demand. So if there's not enough cars, then they charge a little bit more. But for the most part, the rates have been incredibly reasonable. So that's reason number 2 that I love Uber. Number 3, coming at you from the back seat of the Uber, are the drivers. For the most part, people are people, right? But for the most part, I found the drivers to be friendly and conscientious and kind. Oftentimes they'll have water ready for us, or a couple times I've actually gotten snacks. But usually they're very aware and careful drivers. There's been a few times that I've had to give an Uber driver a not so good rating, but for the most time, if you get me there safely, then you get 5 stars. That's the whole point of it, is get me there in one piece, and don't take forever, and it's good. So the drivers have been very friendly. So that's reason number 3, a little French for you there, that I love Uber. Reason number 4. What did I write down? That was number 4.
4 is the only one I don't remember.
4. I wrote them down ahead of time. Let's see. The comment here is my Uber driver gave me great ideas for my next trip in his town. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Welcome to those of you joining us now on the Top 5 Scope, episode number 14. Joel Com here. We're talking about the top 5 reasons that I love Uber, and I'm stalling because I'm trying to remember what I wrote down for reason number 4. So I'll skip ahead and come back to it. We'll just flip-flop 4 and 5. 5 will be like the mystery meat of the top 5. You don't know what you're going to get. What was number 5? The tech. The tech. How do you not love the tech? Uber doesn't own any cars, right? It's this whole shared economy thing. They don't own a single vehicle for transport to take anybody anywhere. I'm sure the people who work for Uber have some cars. But I love that you can pull out this app and you call for your car, and you can see if there's cars in the area. You can see approximately how much the price is going to be when you click on your fare estimation. You can see how long it's going to take for the car to arrive to get you, and you can immediately rate your driver, and you can see all your past trips. And I think that's amazing. Okay, and number 5, which was not one I had in mind before, but since I can't remember that one, here's another thing that I really like about Uber is their support. They are on it. Every time I have written them with an issue, they respond very quickly. Every time there's been any kind of dispute, they don't dispute it back. They refund if there's any issues whatsoever. They want to just keep the customer happy, and I think that's ultimately what it's all about, and that's why they are so wildly successful. And so there you have it, the top 5 reasons that I love Uber, with one reason forgotten and one replaced. And let's see if I can recap it. Car on demand, reasonable rates, very good drivers, the tech, and their support team is fantastic. And if I was going to add a bonus in there, it would be that they let a guy like me drive for a short time as well. So there's that. All right, I promised you a free bonus. If you've stuck around, then in what cities do I use Uber? Everywhere that I go. I just came from Orlando, and they have it there. You know, I Uber in San Francisco, San Diego, Los Angeles, Anaheim, Atlanta, Phoenix, of course Denver. I Uber back and forth to the airport all the time, and now it's back in Vegas to the airport, not from. But I think that's going to be soon, as we'll be able to get Uber at the airport again, and that will be really cool and make me very happy. And yeah, it's just as secure as any taxi service, if that's saying anything. I mean, they've had a few incidents, but everybody has incidents, you know. So by and large, it's pretty cool. You can't be an Uber driver and expect to continue being an Uber driver if you ever pull any shenanigans. Yeah, London has it too. And hi, Adrina. I've used it in Singapore, used it in France, used it in, I think I used it in Kuala Lumpur as well, in Malaysia. So yeah, they're everywhere. Anyway, there you go. Top 5 reasons I love Uber. Thanks for watching. I promised you a freebie. I've got 3 free books for you. They're downloads. You can go and get them right now. Maybe somebody will type this URL in for me. It's com.us, com.us/Joel bonus. com.us/Joel bonus gets you a free copy of AdSense Secret 6.0. So what do you do? And social poetry. Somebody type it for me so everybody can see it. It's fun that people are still jumping in here at this, even though I'm wrapping it up now here for the back seat of the Uber. com.us/Joel bonus. That's it right there. Thank you, Skip, for putting that in there. All right, for the back seat of an Uber, on behalf of myself, my driver Ellen, and my son Zach, and all of the Uberverse and all of the Periscope world, this is Joel. I'll see you on the next Top 5 Scope down Periscope. All right, let me clear my throat.